Big cat, how you came to be is no longer a mystery. Black sheep is your birthright. It's code for the one who brings the light. I bet if there's a crack, you don't fall back. Remember who you are. No rest for the wicked with their skullduggery. The use spell workers' projection to send out envy, hate, and jealousy. You are the prototype, your ancestors champion. They shield you and send back those spiritual attacks. You are divinely protected from the dummy bats. Yeah. Big cat, the most high, got your back. He sits high and looks low, so don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Big cat, move in silence. Only time you speak is to say checkmate.
They woulda, coulda, shoulda. And what did I say about shoulda? You keep saying shoulda till you end up shoulding on yourself. Well, that's exactly what they've done, darling dear. They found themselves and their life to be a whole crime scene, darling dear. They are on the rocks of life. Freud said, what you focus on becomes powerful, and all they do is focus on you, big cat. Every time you're getting more energy up, like what Pac-Man, darling dear. Let them watch you with the loitering, lurking eyes, but they can't come back. They can't be like Beetlejuice or what Candyman in your life, this son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. Nah, blood, we ain't got time for, ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, hell no. Let's get Runestone and see what's going on this lovely, glorious Mother's Day. Wow, fell right out, darling dear. We've got Lagaz. This is the Hangman in the reverse, darling dear. This is a known enemy, darling dear. In the upright, it's unknown. This is a known enemy, right? Who cause confusion, despair, perversity. Some of them tried to drive you to madhouse. They wanted you, what, coloring in the corner of the Mad Hut, darling dear, the Mad Hut, dribbling, right, and writing in crayons. Yes, they did, darling dear. Or they wanted you to be, what, up close and personal in prison with R. Kelly, with a cellmate called Killface. Yes, they did, big cat. They wanted this and that. Or they wanted you and your progeny to be outside the train station with matchsticks, right? Trying to get a penny or two. They wanted this and that for you, darling dear. But guess what? Touch not the anointed. Every what? Adversity, raw deal, darling dear, and hoodwincation that was set on your tableau, darling dears. You did what? You turned it into what? The best is yet to come, darling dear. They didn't think you had gangster, but yet they lurk with the loitering eyes. They didn't think that your comeback would be for the gods, but yet they lurk with loitering eyes. They didn't think that you wasn't coming back. Did they do the favor of holding their breath? No, they didn't. They didn't. They are still going to always lurk with the loitering eyes. Lagaz, represented by the letter L for loser, loser. The numbers 99 and 15, darling dears. Yes, baby, this and that. Their life is in stagnation, and they're trying to what? Be a martyr. Who cares about what's going on with them, darling dear? Did they care about what they did to you? Many of you are what? Muda fuda or fuda muda to your progeny today, darling dears. And your progeny love and respect you for the strength you showed when you backed them off like a dirty shirt and got great, darling dears. So we're going to get 2 decks to see what go on. What does your ancestors think about what's going on? Let's get, should I use my favorite? I'm going to use my favorite deck because who go and check me, boo. We're also going to use the soul cards. Let's get the messages up from the soul cards first. Give it a good shofty. Messages on this Mother's Day from your ancestral team. Wow. Good golly and gosh. They didn't use no imagination, darling dear. They didn't think it all through to the end, darling dear. Now they're in an indecisive position. They shouldn't be indecisive. They can't come back to you, darling dear. Why? Because you got 3 go-to moves and you understood that you can't hang with the raccoon-eyed. No, they are tree sloth and they are accursed and they're bad-minded and they're full of crasses. And we've learned to avoid crasses people like the plague, darling dears. Like the plague. This and that. Lacked in imagination. This is also air energy on its face. They seen you as being what? Lofty and elusive, right? They wish they could hold you again, darling dear. Hold me. Listen, remember, these are not elbows, they're limb destructors. Base of the deck, darling dear. Your discipline is what was the fortitude for you, darling dear. You had to get great and focus. The same way that they focused on you. They should have gone and read what Sigmund Freud said. The more you focus on something, the more power they give you. Well, guess what? You're eating up the power like Pac-Man, darling dear. You are the greatest of all times. You are the goat, darling dears. A goat cat prototype. And they're going to what? Remember your name for air. For air. How dare they? Basura. What else does the ancestral team want you to know with these oracle decks, darling dears? Let's see. 2 cards, please. Thank you. What did I say, darling dears? You're going to hear of some kind of major crisis kicking off in their domicile, the mud hut, right around the summer months. We have the watchtower of the sun. Watchtower of the south, darling dear. So they're living in their south node as you jettisoned into your north node. When you realize that you are anointed, chosen, built for this shiznai, you had to break a generational curse in order to be where you are right now. And remember, you are never alone. You roll with, right, your ancestors, your spiritual guides, darling dears, and your higher self, as well as what? Not having it blood, bra, or sistrine in a love and light kind of a way. Love it, darling dears. I don't hate it. The watchtower of the south is represented by fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? In the upright, this is the rekindlation of a romance. Listen, you'd rather cut out your good and have a margadang right way before you rekindle anything with a past love situation, darling dear. Love don't live here anymore. No, blood. They want you in prison with a cellmate called Killface. No, blood. No. You don't want to refamily these family members, toxic to the core. They what? They're tiptoeing through all of your social media with their bad mind and crosses self. They got crosses on them, darling. They're bad lucked. You don't want to be friends with that co-worker, the one that wanted you crying at the back of the unemployment line. You showed them a thing or two when you what? Chucked the deuces up at the job and became an entrepreneur of life. No, blood, you don't want to be their friend. No, I don't want to be their friend. They want you to be in prison with a cellmate called Killface. That's what they want. Base of the deck, darling dear. This is your awakening season. I told you, big cat. Pluto is about to enter Aquarius for the next 20 years, darling dears. I believe, not tomorrow, the 21st, I'm going to give you the effect on each house, on each zodiac sign, how it's going to affect you and what house this Pluto in Aquarius is going to fall for you, each and individually. I'll do it for you on Tuesday, but it's awakening, darling dears. If you are a Taurus rising, sun, moon, or rising, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be entering our 10th house, right? Of what status? Independence, darling dear. Becoming a leader in your field. Yes, baby. Why do I know that? Because it's my sign, blood. That's the first sign I went to check on in my ephemeris. Yeah, why not? First, I got to save myself first, and I can save everyone else. That's what they say when you're on a plane. Put the gas mask on yourself first, blood. Gas mask or breathing apparatus. The awakening and rise of you, darling dear. Rise of the big cat. As your big cat chronicles continues, they will continue to watch. Look at that dull yellow. It's the yellow of what? Envy, jealousy, and hate. That's their business. They only hate you because they can't get you again, darling dear. Not on any level. You are what? The empress or emperor of everything. This looks like a female, or you're in your feminine energy. You was what? Or you still are a lotus. You was able to what? Circumvent and grow from the dirtiest of waters. Remember I told you that. Because you was bandying around that big D word. Discipline, darling dear. Discipline. Nothing like being effed over, darling dear. Effed over in the wickedest of ways to realize whom you are and what you do and what you don't want. And you don't want this, darling dear. Leave Folio alone. Outrageous, darling dears. Outrageous. They want one more round Julie with your hairline. This what? T-Rex arms with the trippy Tarka waist on Mother's Day. They want you to be on the front page of the national press, darling dear. What's the matter with them? I don't know. Let's get a deck. See what else is going on. This is a lot of cards. I'm going to have to split it into some messages for the big cat before we carry on at our hot trot, as they loiter with the lurking eyes, darling dears. If only they coulda, woulda, shoulda. Well, they're shoulding on themselves, darling dear, because you ain't coming back. They are the original bad news, bad boy or bad gal, bad news bear, darling dear, full of consequences and karmas, right? And they come with a full-on bull swanky, darling dears. Bull swanky, a double D, just like this, darling dear. It's tatty because we use it often. They come with point A and point B. Oh yes, the double D of it all, darling dears. What else are they coming with? Ah, they want to what? Put you back at the hockey sticks at dawn when you didn't have no proper hairline. Why? Because they was rapid with it, blood. They didn't depreciate your hairline, they didn't. They wanted you in reverse fryer tuck mode for hair, darling dears. Edgeless and without a clue. They won't be a bull in a challenge shop. Now you got BBB 3 times, darling dears. B is the second letter of the alphabet, darling dears. Number 2 is what? The High Priestess. The High Priestess is about what? Your mysticism, as well as you having a highly intuitive nature, darling dears. It also speaks about discernment. The High Priestess also comes through with awareness of what you've been through, what you had to discipline yourself in order to be in the position where you are now, right? They wrote a lot of bad things about you. They was what? They was fiddly with the keyboard, darling. They're sending messages of wickedness. In some cases, your name was written on parchment paper for you to fail. Because they couldn't get you again, they wanted you brown bread or being chased by demons. The same demons that live at their house, right? Oh, they want you back, blood. And look at this. No fresh start for them. No. Why? Persevere with what you got, darling dear. Persevere. We are big cat and we push through. And anytime you're not sure, come and hit me up at Don't Get Smoked Central. Well, I'll be here to tell you what's going on and to ensure that you don't go back. We go forwards, in the words of Abraham Lincoln, never backwards. They want us to be Salt Bay. I know, big cat. Salt Bay, a pillar of salt. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it for emphasis. Listen, some people say I'm dramatic. I don't think I'm dramatic enough. What else do they want to come with? This one didn't want to come off the table. Listen, big cat, you are too blessed to be stressed. They want your hairline. They want your good seat of emperors and empresses so they can pollute it with wickedness. This is an disingenuous friend. This is family members that are tiptoeing through your social media. They're waiting for you to fail, but all they see is goodness going on in your life. Why? Because goodness and mercy is following you all the days of your life. Why? Because of Psalms 91:1. You leant back in faith in the arms of the Most High, darling dears, when you did the Matthew 10:14. Dusted off your sandals and headed out. Tinky winky styly. They don't like the fact that you got to the bag, whatever that bag is for you, whether it's the bag of knowledge, abundance, doing the Benjamin or Benjamina buttons, as you're doing the reverse psychology on your looks, darling dears. Why? You've turned back the hands of time because you've got these cretins, what are they called? Cretins, right? From your life, this tree sloth, right? With algae in their fur, quite as it's kept. What else? They're a meanie, right? They're lacking in spiritual guidance. You have the mental clarity and you don't have to accept their bull swanky or their wickedness back into your life. Why would you curse yourself like that again, darling dear? We're besties, and if you take them back, we can't be friends anymore because I don't want to get the bad luck by association. And if you take them back, I'll know, darling dears. I lead with a strong card and my intuition and discernment. We don't like Trippy Tarka with the T-Rex arms blood and the wicked bad-minded crosses ways. Oh, how now, brown cow. Good God. No. Listen. Allow them. You are cum laude. You are graduating with honors. By the sweat of my proverbial balls, you will graduate with honors. And I will make sure I come back on a daily basis to see that you cross that finish line, right? Chucking up what? love, and light to those that wanted you what to be brown bread in the madhouse, scribbling in the corner, dribbling, darling, they're dribbling, and they wanted you to dress like Quasimodo's bestie. If that is not the pinnacle of effrontery, I don't know what is, Big Cat. I really don't know what is. So we need 2 decks to see what's going on with them and with you. This will be their deck, and this will be your deck. Let's move this out of the way, clear a bit of a space on this tableau. Alright, as they're lurking with the loitering eyes, give it a good shufty, darling dears. Why are they lurking? Look! Page of Swords next to the Wheel of Fortune. They see that your destiny has been mapped out, darling dear. Page of Swords also speaks about someone being a studious. It also speaks about what they're looking to see, what you're doing with the progeny, because the page can represent progenies, darling dears. They see that you have what? Some kind of a blessing on your life. They didn't realize you was anointed until you told them to get out. Go away, fetch the black bag's blood, brah, or cistrine. They see that they feel as though your path has been mapped out for you, darling dears. The Wheel of Fortune is represented by a 10. The 10 speaks about what? The ending of a cycle, something being completed, but the completion of that cycle has been the renewal of you. They didn't think you'd get a second chance at life, darling dear. The 10 in numerology goes down to a 1 because numerology only goes from 1 to 9. They see that you've claimed back your independence. Some of them see you as being a studious, darling dears. You're deep into your studies and knowledge, darling dear. Some of them see you as what? Creating new beginnings for yourself. You are a leader in your field, darling dears. They don't like it, and they're seeing all of this. Listen, I bet they want to stab out their eyes. That's their business, blood. So where are you right now? Keeping your circle tight and right, darling dear. Everybody's being checked at the door. So where is the Big Cat in comparison to them watching your destiny, darling dears? It's not a happy place to find them in, darling. They're watching you what? Lock up? Listen, you couldn't give a good golly or a gosh. You're taking a leap of faith. You took a risk on yourself. Fool card in the upright. You had this new beginning. This also speaks about you being spontaneous with your life. They expected you to what? Trod on and be sad and sorry and always crying into your fist and leaving the house without a lace front, and your hairline was not replenished. Well, they ain't seen none of that. They're seeing you going towards a new beginning. You are embracing this new beginning and you feel free, darling dear, as free as the wind blows. Base of your deck. Yeah. You understood certain secrets that they were keeping, darling dears. This is what put you in that position. This is 2 major arcana. You know, they were dusty and you knew that they had to leave. You was divinely guided to leave that situation. Leave Folio where they were. Folio is watching your what? Wheel of Fortune as the wheels go round and round, darling dear, for you. This new beginning that you co-created in the arms of the Most High. They wanted you brown bread or muttering in a corner. So how do they feel about this new studious beginning that you've got going on? Fate, destiny, and good luck as your ride or die. How do they feel about that? Listen, I would rather go blind, my dear. They would rather go blind than to witness your come up. Yes, they would rather go blind than to witness your glow up, darling dear. 2 of Swords on its face. The choices that they made when they was perpetrating wickedness, right? The Page of Swords always has 1 sword, and this is 2 swords. They are heartbroken, right? And they're upset because they betrayed you. They betrayed you when they thought they was leaving you at your lowest. Well, guess what? They would rather go blind, Big Cat, than to witness your glow up. Yeah, they would rather go blind. They would rather. But unfortunately for them, your ancestral team will make sure that they are clear-sighted, so they can see when they're spying, wishing, hoping, waiting for you to go like this. You better broke off that finger, the finger that will call them back into your life. Broke it off. You don't need it. You've got 9 more. The secrets that they showed you, darling dears, were scandalous. Scandalous. So where are you at right now? They would rather go blind. What would you rather do? This one wanted to come out. Listen, you're too busy riding the wheel of fortune, the fate, destiny, and good luck. The new beginning for you. Some of you have a new chariot of righteousness. Beep, beep. And you'll be driving past them with your darkest glass, darling dears. The wheel of fortune also speaks about you've gone through a cycle in your life, darling dear. Some of you are going to get some unexpected windfall. It could be from the lottery, it could be from an inheritance, it could be from something that you've co-created, darling dear. But it's all about divine timing. Divine wanted you to evolve, darling dear. Sit well and be well and truly seated on this new growth game, your growth path, darling dears. Why? Because you are the keeper of the 6 G's. What's that? God, growth, goals, gifts, greatness, and gratitude that the basura can't come back. This is a new beginning for you, darling dears. It was fated. It was written. It's in your birth natal chart, darling dears. You know what you left behind. Look at your South Node. You'll see what you left behind. This is why you have that backative of your ancestral team, your security, darling dears. You left them where they needed to be. The devil's most diligent workers with their addictive behavior, right? You was fated to release yourself from the codependence of them, darling dear. They was trying to make you dim your light when you was born to be free. You was born to be an innovator, a leader in whatever field you're meant to be in. Leave them where they are, the devil's most strongest workers. You know exactly who and what you was dealing with. Because look, all of these cards are major arcana. You was divinely guided to leave that situation. Some of the things you saw, secrets about them that was revealed, you didn't want to see them, but you had to face them in order to what? Free yourself from the devil's strongest workers, darling dears. This is why you have stepped into fate, destiny, and good luck. Thank you very much, Lisa Peter, for the Cash App. I see everything, blood. But not the people from the past. Listen, you not see them. And they better not get under the wheels of my car. What they doing under there? I'm not, listen. Because I told you, Big Cat, I don't like to use my brakes. I don't. I'm saving them. They want to fly on my bonnet. I think not, Scotty. Listen, you understood if you stayed with them, you'd have no expectations for a new beginning. You know that there was a toxic trick with the Tripitaka ways. This friend, this lover, these family members, that co-worker that wanted you to get a P45. But I'm telling you, many of you, especially if you are what? Taurus, sun, moon, rising, you're about to leave a job behind. Why? Can we talk about the sovereignty of you, darling dear? You understand, darling dears, right? This is the trap, the hamster wheel that those in control, right, have on us. You are sacrificing your time, something that you can't get back, for money that will never make you rich. Become an entrepreneur, darling dears. I've been telling you, Big Cat, 1 million people go on YouTube on a daily basis. Only 1% is content creators. Remember, all of the banks are shutting down, Big Cat. Get your, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speak the truth. Get your YouTube channels, get your podcasts on, right? Many of you've got skills that you're hiding under a bushel, right? Get your seminars, get your teaching onto the celluloid, darling dear. We are in the age of Aquarius. What does Aquarius rule? Technology, darling dears. Don't get left behind. We are about to go through the biggest shift of wealth that will not be seen again in our progeny's lifetime or their progeny's lifetime, darling dears. And if you are one, right, of the few that was able to avoid the Jabiru, you know what that is, darling dears. Your eggs and your swimmers be like gold dust in the next 5 to 10 years. So I also advise some of you to go and get your eggs frozen. Yes, baby, I'm telling you, you're winning already. But like I said, you had to leave the devil's most diligent worker, man. Why? They wanted to keep you at the bottom of the pit with low expectation, thinking that they was the business. Yeah, they look good. Of course they look good. The devil wouldn't send you someone ugly. No, soulmate calling you to all kinds of debauchery, darling dears. No, blood. Ride that wheel until the wheel is a flat tire, big cat. It's your time. You had to leave them behind, right? What did I say? Some of them use spell castation. They're trying to do love spells to bring you back to a situation. Free will, trying to take away your free will and your free choice. Oh, we need another deck, darling dear, for whom they get into. You know, most of them get their spells from Google Spell, right? They're getting their spell work from Google Spell. And who put the spells on Google Spell? All right, they're foolio, right? They're gonna have me spitting and spluttering all over the screen. Now, what about the spells they cast? Get another deck. Casting spells to try and manifest a big cat. How dare they, when you're minding your own business, getting great? You don't want to be with losers. You don't want to be Lot's wife, and you don't want to go to prison or the madhouse. What about this spellcaster that's trying to manifest a big cat back? They can't take you, darling dear. You are being protected. Pentacles also represents spiritually protected, darling dears. Your ancestral team have you on lockdown, darling dear. You are in control of your future. The Pentacles in the upright speaks about your mental health, which is your wealth, darling dear. And again, this is a reminder for you to what? Secure your bag. You are big cat. You already done the tinky winky. Bearing in mind, tinky winky always leaves with the bag. Get to your bag, big cat. Get to your bag. You should have been doing it like yesterday. Yes, you got to act like there's a fire beneath you, darling dears. You are being spiritually protected and guided to build, and build again. This is your opportunity to build generational wealth, darling dear. Base of the deck. Because what you are seeking is going to be attracted to you. You are a magnet of wealth and infinite possibilities, darling dears. You hold the caduceus, which is balance. It's in your DNA, darling dears, to be the biggest and baddest cat of them all. You don't want a cup from a page. Poor, a skullduggerous page of cups, emotionally manipulative, right? They don't even know how to handle their emotions, and they're a liar. And they may have someone pregnant in the background. They're looking for something. They want one of your bags, darling, to help them pay for a child that they don't care about. What else? Listen, love yourself first. Isn't that not your multiple streams of income? Is that not the new beginning you've co-created for yourself in the arms of the Most High? Keep pushing, big cat. We don't look back. We're not going to be Salt Bae, Lot's wife. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Again, I had to reiterate. They're sad and sorry, right? Look at them right here. They would rather go blind than to see what's going on with you. Time for an interlude. This is big time for big cat. Okay. Right. Let's just drop down and get our eagle on. They're salty. They didn't realize how intelligent you were. They didn't realize that you'd run for your books. They didn't realize that you'd take the knee. They didn't realize that you were stepping into destiny, fate, and good luck. They didn't realize that. But that's their business, blood. But after that big cat, it comes nothing to you. You didn't put them in that situation. They're seeing things from a different perspective after you went away. I can't say big cat. That's their business. They would rather go blind, big cat, than to witness your glow up. Yes, baby. Coming through the echo chamber. You asked me last time, what do I eat? What am I eating? Plantain chips. I told you, my roots are from Jamaica. But this one has no artificial colors, right? No artificial flavors, no preservatives, right? No MSG, no GMO, and no gluten. Listen, there's nearly no plantain in the plantain chip. I can't kid you. If you can get a bag of this, your life will be golden, blood. But like I said, big cat, as we finish dropping down and getting our eagle on, they'd rather go blind. So what are they gonna do? Because they tried spell castation to bring you back, and it was a big mistake. Cursation. Your ancestors have them on lock, blood. Your ancestors have them on lock. So what are they gonna do? They want to go blind They're probably possibly even going mad, darling. They're focusing on you, giving you all of that power. Look at this. One's in the reverse. And for some of them, they can't even get it up in the bedroom. Good God, who wants to take that? Flippy flopper. Oh, no. Yeah. Some of them have lost passion for a situation they find themselves in, darling dear. They're trying to look for distant horizons. We know that they're trying to find another victim, big cat. Not you. You ain't no one's victim. Listen, you're drama free. They know they can't come back to you because they don't have you emotionally, darling. They know you ain't got no emotion for them, darling dear. I'm telling you. And they better not throw themselves on the bonnet of your car because I'm telling you, you will say that you didn't see them. You didn't. You might not even stop, darling dear. It'll be pedal to the metal, mate. Pedal to the metal. Yeah, skeet, skeet. Trying to stop a big cat walking or driving. What's the matter with them? Like I said, you're finished with that shit. World card, it's over. You're focused on your accomplishments right now. Some of you are focused on world travel. The world card is represented by Earth as well as Saturn energy, as well as the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. What's the fixed signs? The fixed signs like the known, darling dear, but it's time for you to step into the unknown. Why? You will be unstoppable, big cat. They was depending on you being dependable on them. But you're running. Knight of Swords, darling dears, running towards your intellect, your intelligence. You're jumping on your bike and you ain't coming back. The Knight of Swords also speaks about you ain't even afraid to tell them it like it is, darling dear. You'll tell them the truth. If they can get that close, like how you got 3 go-to moves, mate, and you ain't afraid to use your limb destructors. Nope. Mace of the deck, darling dear. Yeah, it'd be fighting season. Big cat. I told you. That's so crass. We don't fight with them, darling dear. We don't fight. They won't listen. You'll be tussling, rolling around in the dust. Good God. Listen, they put you in competition with people that never compare to you. They can't even walk a day in your shoes. That doesn't have the level of intellect you ran towards. Knowledge. Sword is about spiritual strength, darling dear. You listen to your intuition. The bird represents your higher mind. The bike is Father God Most High, taking you towards the infinite possibilities. And you're armed and dangerous. This reminds me of Sagittarius, darling dears. Yes, baby, the only weaponized zodiac. I think not. Fight with them. Listen, we don't fight, darling dear. We come through with quick facts and then we keep it popping. Why? Tussling in the dust. Listen, that's till 2017. No. They're going to have to lump it. And they're looking for a new victim. Oh! They're going to find another brokey just like them. Someone that's going to beg them when they're begging them. It'd be a beg off, right? It'd be a beg off, right? Spiritually deficit. Someone with lower self-esteem than the lowest low. How low can you go? Listen, just like water, it will find its level to settle at. They're going to find a brokey just like them, broken spiritually, financially, and physically. And they're going to put all of their issues, especially this, onto them, darling dear. I'm telling you, big cat. Base of the deck. And they're not going to be able to leave the situation because karma is going to run all up and down their life. No transformation for you, bottom feeder. And that's the true truth, King of Swords, right? Queen of Wands. Listen, whomsoever they're going to meet, right? This person is going to come off like they're intelligent, they're sweet. And this one's going to be like, yeah, I'm so sexy. I'm wonderful. I will give you all of the sex you want. But it's brokey lying to brokey, blood. Brokey lying to brokey. Because they're in a situation that's never going to change, darling. There's a never-ending story, which they brought on when they dissed you, this friend, this family member, this co-worker, this ex-partner. Good God, it's got me sweating now. Just how my progeny was sweating because they're making me dinner today, right? I teach my children how to cook. When they reach the age of 12, I teach them how to wash their clothes. So they wash all of their clothes and whatever. And then when they get to the age of, I'd say 13, I start teaching them how to cook. O'Shea can cook, blood. Him can cook, but it's Karma's turn to learn. Listen, O'Shea's going to have to be the first tester and taster of the food, blood. I love my progeny, but you know what? Listen, blood. Someone else is gonna taste. He's gonna have the official taster first, mate. Right? Because listen, don't judge me, big cat. I'm gonna eat the food, but I'm gonna eat the food, but I'm gonna be like, look, I'm sweating. I'm gonna watch Osei eat the food like this. And then I'm gonna wait a good half an hour, maybe an hour, and see if he still survives it. And then I'm gonna go in. Alright, I'll eat it. Just stop judging me, big cat. I told you I'm sweating. I'm sweating. We need to finish this read. Flipping cheek, bloody cheek. This son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. No, it's got me sucking my 31 teeth. Let's finish off this read. We'll get a different deck. Let's finish this read and get gone, darling. It's Mother's Day. I've got to get the food tester awake. Listen, right? What did I say? Matthew 10:14. Dusting off our sandals and heading out. And it's on a 14. What's that? You're an earth angel, and it also speaks about you being spiritually protected. Divine wants you to be patient, darling dear. Leave them where they are in the friend zone. This is the distant friend, the friend that is dusty like the pyramids, right? And they better not tell nobody your friend, because you'll deny it. You'll do the Mariah Carey, I don't know these people or person. Right? What's this? Because big cat, you hold the whip. You are Khaleesi or Carl. You hold the whip. And she or he who holds the whip runs things. You hold the whip. What else? Yeah, subterfuge bull swanky. We clear it in the name of the Most High. Palo Santo, sage. Listen, we even had to use mind control on ourselves. We had to change our bedrooms around. We're sleeping with our head to the south. We had to chuck away every item that they may have possibly given us. We've deleted all of the pictures, right? We've blocked their numbers on our phone, and we're pretending we've got what? We've created what? Amnesia. We don't know these people or that person. Mariah Carey all day, always. On that note, big cat, I drops me mic. Thank you very much for your super chats. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Leave Brokey with Brokey. Brokey's looking for a new victim. Don't let it be you, big cat. Don't let it be you. In my Sophia voice, all your life you had to fight. But you don't go to a fight that you've already won, darling dear. We don't go back to levels we've already graduated from. Please, have some mercy for your hairline. Your ancestral team will allow you. Do you want to be left out in the cold by your ancestral team? Listen, I've given you enough warnings. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. I'm just going to go and wake up O'Shea. He's got to taste the food. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm kicking my way through these tarot streets again. Big cat wave! What's happened to the beeline? What happened to my big leaping? Even the music is being skullduggerous today. Okay, now we can go, big cat, with a heavy beeline. Big cat, wave!
Big cat, how you came to be is no longer a mystery. Black sheep is your birthright. It's code for the one who brings the light. I bet if there's a crack, you don't fall back. Remember who you are. No rest for the wicked with their skullduggery. The use spell workers' projection to send out envy, hate, and jealousy. You are the prototype, your ancestors champion. They shield you and send back those spiritual attacks. You are divinely protected from the dummy bats. Yeah. Big cat, the Most High got your back. He sits high and looks low, so don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Big cat, moving silence. Only time you speak is to say checkmate.